Well, they took all my stuff. My phone is dying. They took my charger. They took my tarot cards. And I can't find a hotel to stay in with my cats to get to where I need to go. And I have a bunch of random text messages from people that I've never even heard of. There's a bunch of random texts coming in that I don't know how these people got my number. Y'all know how like the spam will spam the comment section? Like you'll get a bunch of bots. That's what I'm getting on my text messages right now. And I've tried to enter hotels. Nobody will let me stay there for the night with cats. So and I had to leave. I had no other choice, unfortunately. I had to leave. My own family betrayed me, and the person I was with, and they're trying to call me crazy. So there's that. My phone's about to die. I don't know about getting an Airbnb. My GPS is all messed up. Nothing's working on my phone. And I mean, it's nighttime now. There's no sense in me trying to venture out with 5 cats. So I can't stay on here long because my phone's about to die, and they took my charger. They left me with a charger that they know for a fact I can't use. They switched out my charger before I even got my car. They knew I was gonna leave. They knew the chances of me leaving was very high because of me catching on to everything that was going on, and they swapped out my charger. So, and they're trying to call me crazy, and I'm not crazy. I just caught on to what they were doing. And so yeah. The kitties are drinking water and eating right now. They're a little frazzled for obvious reasons. So, but I do want it to be known that the people that are texting, the numbers that are texting my phone, I don't know these people. I don't know these people. It's the same. It's like when bots come, like on a live chat or like on the comment section after, I post a video and then they're in the comment section and they comment over and over and over again. That's basically what now is being sent to my actual cell phone number. Do gas stations have cell phone chargers? Yeah. I wanted to get an RV. That was the plan. And my mistake was I told them this. My mistake is they knew that. That was my mistake. Because all I wanted to do was go get a motor home, trade in my vehicle for it, That's all I wanted to do. And they would not let me do it. I have my purse and wallet. I have my purse and wallet and my car keys and my cats. And so I don't know if any of y'all seen the video earlier. That was my mother. That's how she behaves. That's why I couldn't go back to my house, because that type of behavior, when you're getting it from multiple people trying to back you into a corner, I mean, I think we all know what narcissistic abuse is. So that's why I couldn't go back to my house, because if you go and watch that video, that live that I posted earlier, that's what they would have done had I went back to the house by myself. And this was my family, y'all. I mean, I don't really talk to them that much because, I mean, we never really connected as I got older. I tried to stay in touch off and on, but it just, you know, I'm sure I don't have to get into too much detail. But my boyfriend is what threw me off. That is what threw me off. I don't know what they were after. I don't know if it's because they saw I was making money. I don't know if it's because of my car. I bought this car. It's the nicest thing I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, I don't know what they were after. I really don't know. I don't even want to question it at this point. But, yeah. So, I'm not in South Carolina anymore. I think I'm in Georgia. Pretty sure I'm in Georgia right now. That was my mother. Yep. I was not dependent on them. I wasn't dependent on anyone, really. I lived with my boyfriend. I paid my bills and he paid his bills. He did pay the mortgage. He paid the mortgage, and I saved my money for like my tax time, and I mean just little frivolous things, you know, the cats, getting my nails done, things like that. And I mean, I have to save money for taxes every year, so it's not like I can. But I did start making more money right before all this happened, interestingly enough, which I'm not a fan of talking about, but you know, I did. I started making pretty decent. I mean, all that's going downhill now because I haven't been able to, I mean, I have to reach out to people about their personal readings. I've had to shut off personal readings. I have to reach out to quite a few people to let them know that either I need a few more days or I'm going to have to refund them. I mean, I'm going to need some time to do that, though. I do plan on doing that. I mean, just please give me some time to figure that part out, because again, I don't know how much longer my phone's got. So yeah. And then I had to just block her just now. She's in my comment section harassing me. This is so bizarre, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I always knew that they didn't really like me. But this is something else. And they know where I'm at because of Life 360, FYI. Because I tried to delete it off my phone, but I mean, they were tracking me, so. Well, Jesse was, so. You know. A person named Jesse. It was the whole Life 360 thing. But yeah. which I think everyone has Life 360. I mean, couples and stuff. I thought it was normal. I thought it was normal to have it and to keep you safe, and I didn't think it was going to be used against me in some way. But I went to several hotels, and each one of them is telling me the same thing. They're like, yeah, 5 cats, I think not, which is understandable. I mean, if you think about it. I know they're frazzled, and so I don't know what to do from here. I guess I do need to go find me a new charger. For sure. Well, I have said on several occasions that I wanted to leave. So someone just said, I need to do that. I have mentioned on occasion that I wanted to move, I wanted to leave, several times. And then I told him actually recently that it was coming. I told him that probably a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I told him that, sometime next year, if, he needs to figure out what he wants to do with his job. I did tell him that I was planning on moving by next year because I didn't want to stay in the town I was in anymore. It didn't serve me anymore. I really outgrew that area. And when you're a content creator, when you create content for thousands of people, you really can't relate to other people. It's really hard for them to relate to you, and they do tend to treat you some type of way, in a negative way, But yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do about the charging situation. I just don't want to waste the energy to find out that I can't find one. And again, my GPS is, every time I try to use my GPS, it's glitching on this phone. So, which is very strange. But yeah. Let's see. I did get another phone earlier. I stopped at a Target and got one. So there's that. I have to figure out how to activate it. That's another thing. I mean, Jesse, or the person that I was with, did do a lot for me. And when it comes to activating my phone and stuff, but they say that's how they get you. They say that's how they get you. They, narcissistic people enable you. So that's what I feel has happened here. But I do have the ability to do that, so I guess I will try to do that. But yeah, I did get a phone earlier. That was the first, because my GPS was messing up. So I was like, okay, well, let me go get another phone and use a GPS on a new phone. So, but I don't know why I'm getting several text messages. I'm getting so many text messages to my number of numbers that I've never even heard of before, saying the weird, you know how the spammers are in the comment section, where they'll be like, hey, they're all like, you guys know how they are. That's what I'm getting texted to me, asking if I need help. It's like, I don't know them. Why would I? So yeah. J-Dub, you'll have to text me and tell me it's you. Unfortunately, I don't have your number anymore. So those of you that do have my number, I mean, I guess text me and tell me it's you. I'll, try to trust it. Because obviously I'm on live right now, and the people that are doing whatever they're doing, they're watching, I'm sure. So, yeah. Yeah, I turn off my I turn it on and off. I think it's back on now because I was trying to figure out where I was at. But again, it's glitching, so. I have my cats now, but I mean, they're in a car. It's kind of compacted. So I kind of hate that I'm doing that to them at the same time. I'm just trying to get to where I need to go. But obviously, I don't need to be driving all night. So, but anyway, I will keep you guys updated the best I can. My next steps, I'm going to go get a charger for my car. And just know that I'm sound of mind. Unfortunately, they have backed me into a corner. And they wouldn't let me get my personal belongings because you guys seen, if you watch that live, that's how they behave. I can't be around them when I'm by myself because that puts me in a very vulnerable situation, you know what I mean? And so it was safer for me to go to the Albrecht Center where there were witnesses. Because at the end of the day, I just wanted my cats. And I mean, if they didn't want to give me problems, don't you think if they brought my cats, they would have brought me at least a bag of clothes? But they chose to harass me. As y'all saw it's on there. I mean, I had to ask her a couple of times to give me some personal space. So that's why I couldn't go back to my house, because they do that. That's what they were doing. And it feels like they wanted to get me alone so they could lie some more, I suppose. Because it's easy to lie on somebody if there's no witnesses. And I really don't know what it is they're after. I don't know. Like I said, I did start making more money. That's no more. Not anymore, because of all this they've put me through. But I was there for a hot minute. So, I mean, I don't know if it had to do with that. I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know. So, alrighty then. I guess I will update you guys again as soon as possible. I'm in a well-lit area. I'm going to try to work on this phone right here and see if I can get something going with this phone. So yeah, I just want to, I really, at the end of the day, I just want to go get a motorhome. That's all I want. A bus, a motorhome, something, because obviously I can't be traveling from hotel to hotel with 5 cats. That's all I wanted to do. So, but I'm going to keep checking in, okay, to the best of my ability. So don't let anyone try to say anything happen to me, because nothing's going to happen to me. I mean, if you guys want to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. My PayPal stuff is located. I'm not asking for that, though. I'm definitely not the kind of person that, you know, I don't like asking for that. But if you want to help, that's one way. And I mean, obviously, leaving me super thanks in the comment section really helps, because that keeps my YouTube revenue up. So those things actually really do help. But again, I would never ask you guys to do that. So yeah, if you want to, fine. If not, I'll figure it out. I always do. Thank you guys. But I'm gonna get off here. I gotta save my phone the best I can. I'll see y'all soon.